Previously on the Stanley Parable.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
Fuck
also,
you!
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
And now back to I don't fucking know. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy! Well, we just skipping the whole other part now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Fine. I entered your fucking door. Are you happy? This didn't look like the same
Stepping into his
office.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
different than before.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Whoa.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
How did I do that?
He
That was
stepped into the
amazing.
newly opened passageway.
Wow. Whoa, look at that. Look at that paint bucket. Whoa, look at that light. Whoa. Oh, hey, Mr. Pipe. Hey, Mr. Rose. Hey, Nico. Hello. Whoa. Oh, my God. Where are you taking me, narrator? What is this?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Shut up, don't tell me how I feel. I don't feel any of those feelings. I in
Stanley
fact
walked
feel...
straight
Whoa.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Yes!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Fuck that, I don't care. Then I shall embrace the violent death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At
Freedom!
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Come on. Kill me if you can, motherfucker. Ah! What the? Whoa. How the hell did I survive that? Is this Portal
As the
2?
machine
What is
whirred
this?
into
Whoa.
motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Ah!
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh, fuck.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Son of a
Perhaps
bitch, let me
it was
out!
of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
No.
to his brief and shallow life.
No, what do I do?
Stanley,
No. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In
What?
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What is happening? What is it? Who's it? What the? Yes! Obviously, my quick, cunning skills have saved me from that situation.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you
Whoa.
can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? What? Oh, it's... What the hell? It's the layout of my office? The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors of the first part game was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout the development through the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. What the hell? Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in good time. Oh. Okay. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once this room is created, the rest of the game emerges as an extension of an exploration of contradiction this room posed. Whoa, filing cabinets, whoa. Oh my god. It's all so crazy. What is... Whoa. I feel like I'm in like a museum of my life. The office, whoa. Damn it. Was every fucking door locked? Button sounds. A selection of the sounds throughout the game when pressed. Each is a mix of keyboard strokes and a synthesized tone. Ooh. Oh, nice. That's lovely. Oh, that was nice. What the hell is this then? Office computers. Okay. The Stanley Parable credits. Oh, look at these guys. Aren't you cool? This place is beautiful. The office. Oh, there's the photocopier. Oh, I remember that. The main. Oh, you guys remember that? Early version of the maintenance room. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Where's this way go? The office clock. The boss's office. Oh. So here are the other versions of it. I guess. Whoa. Whoa. Employee lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Ooh, mind control facility. What's this? Narrator outtakes. What the hell? Where's that voice? Kevin Briding, the voice and narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from every early takes that were not used in the final game. Can't hear him. Where is he?
All of his co-workers. Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
Freedom ending. Whoa. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Oh, that's cool. I haven't even gotten that one yet. That looks just gorgeous. Whoa. What was that? I saw it light up. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up and down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember when was up and what was down, and placed the two headings together instead. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I get those directions confused all the time. The countdown room. Whoa. So many places I haven't even been to yet. It's just gorgeous. Zending. This screenshot depicts the early version of ending known as Zending, which eventually is cut and merged with another part of the game. I don't know what that is. Zending model. Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon it and change it again shortly before launch. Whoa, okay. Whoa. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, the very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Oh, okay. That probably would have been kind of confusing. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of Zending. Players would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. Can do it? Oh, come on. You're pulling a red lever. And now you're pulling a blue lever. And this one is sort of like green, but more like the olive color. Something you might feast on. Whoa. What is this? Trailers. We ran 4 major cheese of trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken doors, and the voice of the narrator informed viewers that he's preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Whoa. Whoa. There's no sound. The meeting room. Whoa. Oh, whoa, look at this. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. Wait, one option, 2 options. Wait a minute, wait, what is this? Number one option. 1 doorway to maintenance in the lounge, okay. 2 doorways to maintenance. 3, 1 doorway to maintenance to the lounge, and the original back on track option. Okay. What about this? The vent! Ooh, fancy. Oh, the confusion ending! I got that one. The other entrance will be hidden depending on how you entered. What? So which one did they end up going with here? I'm not sure if they went in with any of these. You go to the lounge and then you have to go down another hallway. Well, hello, phone. The apartment timer. What's gonna happen? Huh? Oh, okay. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh. Wow. I feel like this is like major spoiler territory. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten this ending. Cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or going a different path. However, this seems like it's just showing stuff that we also want the option of the player fall into their death. I don't know. This kind of seems like it's showing stuff that they didn't do, so maybe it's not that bad. So originally, cargo lift is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Oh, okay. I hadn't even been there, I don't think. Oh, whoa! Look at this. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. Ooh. More endings, more endings, fewer endings, more errors, fewer errors, more Stanley and less Stanley. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. The point of the Stanley HD remix is to lose. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? Larger words, something text, doodly. September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight. Valve's process of approving the game for Steam. Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. Oh, good for you. Good job. This is just so... What the hell? That looks like Half-Life. Alien base. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. What? That sounds awesome. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. No! Some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh, that sounded awesome. Ah. Dude, why didn't you keep that? That would have been amazing. I would have just laughed my ass off. Dude, let people interpret what the way they wanted to interpret it, you know? So what if that wasn't what you wanted? People think it that way, let them think it, I say. I say let them eat cake. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second 2012, March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Oh, wow. Okay, so we went from here to here. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Got like a second computer. Oh, but now we're back down to the one computer. Oh, and that is just gorgeous. That's the office I've come to know and love. I feel like I'm learning so much. Game design mockup. This level that William, the level designer, sent to Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. Strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mockup is still in the game. Ooh. Oh, that's the... So when the world starts falling apart. Whoa. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in the beta. Wow. I haven't gotten that ending. God, there's so many amazing things I've yet to see. Okay, it's the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
What?
How they both wish to be free.
Who's talking to me?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Oh God, not again!
Choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ah! Hello? Is anybody out there? Are you fucking kidding me? Ah! I'm just floating in the abyss of nothing. Oh, crap. Stupid fucking... Damn it. I don't want to start again. Ah. Fine, I'm just going to spend the rest of my life here. Floating in nothing. I'm already dead, so it doesn't matter, right? I can just chill out here forever. And ever and ever and ever. And ever. And ever and ever.